Hello everybody, and welcome to something that we've never really done before, ever. This idea is actually inspired by the Ogscast. Every winter they do a live stream, and they play one of these fighting fantasy books, and it looked too fun to just not do and record, because I mean, Luke's here and he's stupid, so he's gonna be the one doing the adventure, and I'm gonna be the one reading. And yeah, I think it's going to make for some funny times. Also, a couple things to note that are different than the way they do it. The first thing is they do it live. This is not live, thank God, because it's been 8 minutes and this is finally the first intro that's halfway decent. And the second thing is they actually have a real artist drawing the adventure out. Now, I'm not a real artist. In fact, I don't know how to draw at all. So hopefully that adds to some of the funny things in the video. So yeah, Luke's here, I'm here, and what it is it's an adventure. And you roll your skills and your stamina, your health, and your luck, and then, yeah, you just go through, and yeah, this is the Forest of Doom. I don't know if they actually did this one or not, but that's the one we're doing. And it's an app in the Google Store, so there you go. If you want to go and get it and do it yourself, that's where I got it. So it's on my phone. We already rolled Luke's skills because I don't know why we didn't record it. Yeah, just get it out of the way. His stamina is a 22. The highest was 24, so he got pretty lucky there. Woo! His skills 10. Again, he got lucky there. The highest is 12, and his luck is 12, which is the highest. So he had some pretty good rolls to start out with.
I'm a lucky little scrub.
Son of a bitch. He has sword, 30 gold, provisions, strength, backpack, lantern, leather armor, and a map. I think we're all going to find that out here, though. So are you ready, Luke, to start this thing?
I am ready, Joe.
Okay. Here we go, the Forest of Doom. You are an adventurer, a sword for hire, and have been roaming the northern borderlands of your kingdom. Ooh. Having always spurned the dullness of village life, you now wander the lands in search of wealth and danger. Despite the long walks and rough outdoor life, you are content with your unknown destiny. The world holds no fears for you, as you are a skillful warrior, well practiced in the art of slaying evil men and beasts with your trusty sword. What's so funny, Luke? Not once during the last 10 days since you entered the northern borderlands have you set eyes upon another person. This does not worry you at all, as you are happy with your own company and enjoy the slow, sunny days hunting and eating and sleeping. It is evening, and you have feasted on a dinner of rabbit, spit roasted on an open fire.
Excuse me, I'm a vegetarian. Can I be a vegetarian in this game also?
No, you're eating the damn rabbit. I already drew the rabbit. The rabbit's already drawn. You settle down to sleep beneath your sheepskin blanket. There's a full moon and the light sparkles on the blade of your broadsword skewered into the ground by your side. You gaze at it wondering when you will next have to wipe the blood of some vile creature from its sharp edge. These are strange lands inhabited by weird and loathsome beasts. Goblins, trolls, even dragons.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, if you have to fight a dragon, that's going to be nuts.
Punch you in the face.
Yeah, you can try that. I don't think that's going to work. As the flame of your campfire gently dies, you begin to drift asleep, and images of screaming green-faced trolls flicker through your mind. Suddenly, in the bushes to your left, you hear a loud crack of a twig breaking under a clumsy foot. Uh-oh.
Oh no. Oh no.
You leap up and grab your sword from the ground. You stand motionless but alert, ready to pounce on your unseen adversary. Then you hear a groan followed by a dull thud of a body falling to the ground. Is it a trap? It's a trap! Slowly you walk over to the bush where the noise is coming from and carefully pull back the branches. You look down to see a little old man with a great bushy beard, his face contorted with pain. You crouch down to remove the iron helmet covering his balding head and notice 2 crossbow bolts protruding from the stomach of his plump, chainmail-clad torso. Chainmail-clad torso. Picking him up, you carry him over to the fire and stir the dying embers into life. After covering him with the sheepskin blanket, you manage to get the old man to drink a little water. He coughs and moans. He sits up rigid, eyes staring fixedly ahead, and starts to shout. I'll get them! I'll get
So this is a crazy old man.
Damn it! I tried. I tried.
I like the old man.
Alright. I'll get them! I'll get them! Don't you fear! Gillibrand, big legs coming to bring... Oh my god. Big legs coming to bring you the hammer!
Did he get an accent now? Is he Scottish?
Yes, Luke, he's Scottish.
Okay.
Oh yes, indeed I am! Oh yes!
No, he's Indian.
Okay, we're good. We're good. The dwarf, whose name you presume to be Big Leg, is obviously delirious from the poison-tipped bolts lodged in his stomach. He's dying, Luke. Give him a break. He'll talk whichever way he can. You watch as he slumps down again to the ground, then whispers his name in his ear. His eyes stare unblinkingly at you as he starts to shout. Oh, God.
Does he whisper Rosebud?
Rosebud! Ambush! I can't do this.
His name Ambush?
No, he's starting to shout again, Luke.
Oh.
I need to get a good dwarf voice going.
What's his name, though?
Big Leg! Did you miss that?
Yeah, I was freaking laughing.
Maybe I'll just talk normally and then add the voices in.
No. Keep it going.
That was a good dwarf voice sound.
It was pretty good.
Oh, was it?
Dwarves travel. They don't have some set accent or anything. So.
Ambush! Look out! Ambush! Hog! The hammer! Take the hammer to Gillibrand! Save the dwarves! His eyes half close and the pain seems to ease a little. And as delirium subsides, he speaks to you again in a low whisper. Oh no, this is a big paragraph, Luke.
Whisper it.
Help us, friend. Take the hammer to Gillibrand. Only the hammer will unite the people against the trolls. We are on our way to Darkwood in search of the hammer. Ambushed by little people. Others killed. Wait, the dwarf was ambushed by little people.
How little are these people?
How little? Dwarves are pretty little. And they were ambushed by little people. Okay.
Are they hobbits?
He's delirious, Luke. Just cut him some slack. It's the poison. They were probably like giants. Others killed. The map in my pouch will take you to the home of Yastromo, the master mage of these parts. He has great magics for sale to protect you against the creatures of Darkwood. Take my gold. I beg you find the hammer, and Gillibrand, my lord of Stonebridge, you will be rewarded. Right. Big Leg opens his mouth to start another sentence, but nothing comes out, thank God, except his last dying
Terrible.
That's him dying. You sit down and ponder Big Leg's words. Who is Gillibrand? Who is Yastromo? What is the fuss about the dwarvish hammer? You reach over the still body of Big Leg and remove the pouch from the leather belt around his waist. Inside you find 30 pieces of gold and a map. So you just robbed him. Although, is it robbery? Because he told you to take it.
Yeah.
It's... Who's gonna know?
He's dead.
Jingling
we haven't
coins.
seen anyone for like the longest time. I think we're good.
Good point. Jingling the coins in your hand, you think of the possible rewards which may await you for just returning the hammer to the village of the dwarves. You decide to try to find the hammer in Darkwood. Oops, I clicked the map. Forest. It's been a few weeks since your last good battle, and what is more, you are likely to be well paid for this one. That's a little weird wording of that sentence. With your mind made up, you settle down to sleep, having taken back the sheepskin blanket from poor Big Leg. So,
isn't it covered in blood?
Let's just go over the events that just happened. You were asleep, and you heard a noise in a bush. Next thing you know, a dead dwarf rolls out, saying he was ambushed. He's bleeding everywhere. You put your blanket on him, which apparently is blood-proof, because after he dies, you decide to take it and go right back to sleep.
I just cover myself up every night in my enemy's blood.
No, you actually, he's still wrapped around the blanket, and you just kind of cozy up next to him.
Pull his body over me.
You start spooning him. You're spooning the dead dwarf. Oh my god, wow. In the morning, you bury the old dwarf and gather your possessions. Wait. Hold on a second. You examine the map, look up at the sun, and find your bearings. Whistling merrily, you head off south at a good pace, eager to meet this man, Yastromo, and see what he has to offer. So after a night of spooning with the dead dwarf, in the morning you're Happy as a clam.
I'm so chipper, I decided to start whistling away.
And you bury him. So hold on, let's check your adventure sheet. You have a sword in your hand. Okay. Info. Your quest is to find the hammer and take it to Gillibrand. Okay, your items, here we go. Backpack, lantern, leather armor, and Darkwood Forest map. So, Luke, how'd you bury said dwarf?
With my hands, I dug a hole.
You dug a hole like a dog.
Just going ham.
Oh god.
His
Here
head,
we go.
his body was still sticking out, but like only his head was covered.
Oh god. Oh, it's terrible. Oh god, so you're off on your adventure. Your walk to Yaztromos takes a little over half a day, and you arrive at his stone tower, dirty and hungry. As the tower is set back on the edge of the Darkwood Forest, some 50 meters from the path you have been following. It is difficult to find. Finally, you walk up to the huge oak door, somewhat relieved to find that it does exist, and that Big Leg had not been speaking wildly in his delirium. A large brass bell and gong hang from the stone archway. As you ring the bell, a shiver runs down your spine, and you realize that the loud bong invades a deep silence which you had not noticed before. There are no sounds of birds or animals to be heard. You wait anxiously at the door, and you hear slow footsteps descending the stairs from the tower above. A small wooden slot in the door slides open, and two eyes appear to examine you.